Guys, medical should be a priority with any prepper, but it's a priority for just everyday life. Things can happen at any time, and having the right supplies can mean the difference between life and death. This is the Outfitter by the AMP-3.net. And AMP-3 is owned by USN ER Doc, which he is a medical doctor, in fact an ER doctor in Portland, Oregon, and really knows his gear and knows how to organize because he does this on an everyday basis. Not only is this one of the most comprehensive kits I've found, it is the best as far as the way it's organized and laid out. Now here is my original Outfitter. I've had this for 4 years. I'll have the review linked right here. This has been a great kit. I mean, we have carried this on so many different large family outings, trips when we've gone on any kind of extended vacation. And we used to work a lot with youth groups, and this was always with us, and it came in handy so many times. I mean, it's just such a good kit. But with the new kit, you can see that it's considerably larger. I mean, definitely a lot more gear in this one. And again, if you want to see what's in this one, you can just go to the review and check it out. But one of the big things about this is that it's like a medical clinic in a roll, in just a very organized configuration. And really, if you're in a medical emergency, that's the best way to do. Instead of digging through a backpack or digging through a bag, everything is laid out. Now we do have these straps, and these can be either brought this way to be able to carry it close, or it can be brought down and around like this at the bottom. That way you can actually go over your shoulder. I've even seen guys put this, wear it as a backpack. So this pack itself is really something that's very well done. It's actually made in the USA for USN ER Doc or for AMP-3. And these guys do mil-spec sewing. And so that's it's just a really quality bag in itself. And of course, these are fully adjustable Fastex buckles. We're going to go ahead and open it up. Have a nice hook and loop field with the AMP-3 logo. And as you can see, these grommets are solid. Here we just have the Outfitter's little tag here still on it. Here at the front, you have a small little loop, and you can attach a light to this, and I'm going to show you, we're going to hang this up, and I'll show you how easy it is to use. Of course, with it being rolled out, it's pretty impressive. There is a lot of different compartments that you can customize this any way you want to do it. So it really gives you a way to really get organized. Now, each of these are packed in what they call modules, and so we're just going to, I'm not going to get into too much of the detail because there's just a lot. And you can go to the website and check it out a little bit more in detail. But this is the trauma module. It has quick clot, has a SWAT T tourniquet, 4-inch emergency dressing, 3-inch roller gauze, H&H primed gauze, nitrile gloves, and an ABD pad. And this to me is one of the most important parts of this kit. Having a good trauma kit, is essential. Especially for saving life. I mean, there's a lot of these things that can help you with different things, but when it comes to direct life-saving, this is right at the front. You can get right to it. And they do put nitrile gloves in a number of different kits because they don't want you having to fish around to get your gloves. And that's one important part, not only to keep you safe, but also your patient. The mesh is super strong, and this allows you to be able to get a peek at what's in each of the modules. You can just look through and see it. Okay, now these white strips are actually covered with a plastic, but you can label each one of these for whatever module, and of course that allows you to be able to move this around however it suits you. Of course, in the admin module there is a Sharpie, so I can write on here trauma. That way I've got it. I know which one's in the trauma kit. Let's say later on I decide that this is not what I want. You can take an alcohol prep pad, or I just got alcohol on this small little towel, and you can just clean this off. Once you take that off, you can relabel it for whatever you want to. So I mean, this is very versatile. I love this feature. Next we have the Musculoskeletal Module. Now the SAM Splint is listed, but it's actually separate. And there's a guide with it, the burn dressing, cold pack, ace bandage, just a lot of different things to take care of breaks and burns and things like that. Of course, I'm going to go ahead and pull out the SAM Splint, and you have your user's guide on how to do this. This is a very versatile system, especially if you have any kind of breaks, bones, fractures, anything like that. This really comes in handy. All along the pack too is an elastic band, and I want to kind of point this out. If you want to take your SAM Splint, you put something else in this module, or this little pouch, you can take your SAM Splint and just put it on the outside. or anything else that you want to attach. Next we have our admin module. Comes with a lot of different things where you can take notes, you can write things down. There's empty Ziploc bags, there's a Sharpie. You can actually do, you keep notes on patients and some of the treatment that's going on. So this is a pretty cool deal. Also a blister treatment pack. And guys, if you're hiking and in the woods and you're traveling, I mean, this is definitely something that's well worth it. There's even a pair of mini scissors, duct tape, moleskin, safety pins, alcohol pads, sting relief pads. I mean, really well thought out. And these lock sacks are excellent. I've used those a number of times. These will keep everything completely sealed. And so, it keeps your medical supplies in good shape, even if this goes in the water, because all of these bags have the lock sacks. Next, we're going to pull out, this is our tape module. It has different type tape. And so, it gives you, in fact, there's even some duct tape in here. And of course it is labeled self-adherent wrap, duct tape roll, adhesive tape. Here we have a miscellaneous wound care module, butterfly tape, steri strips. I mean, there's just a lot of different things, alcohol pads, skin glue. Here we have the medication module, ibuprofen, acetaminophen. I mean, just different type things to be able to help you for itching, for nausea, for reflux. Anything that you could possibly have that would be just a normal discomfort, this will take care of it. Here, coming from the top, we have our medication module, Pepto-Bismol, oral rehydration salts, lip balm. Here we have a wound irrigation module, so you can use this to be able to clean out wounds, which is really important. And also they do have an emergency space blanket in here to keep from, shock setting in. And this is one of the only US made space blankets they could find. In fact, everything, if it can be found here in the US, they use it. Here we have the tool module, and as you can see, we have our scissors, we have some forceps, we have fingernail clippers, in fact, right here, LED lamp, Fresnel lens, utility scissors, mosquito forceps, tweezers, folding razor knife, splinter out, large nail clip, large safety pins, sting scraper card. Here we have our dressing module, 4x4 pads, non-adherent pads, moleskin, exoform gauze. Everything's in here nice and tidy. And here again is the top of the kit. This is a PPE or personal protection equipment. Of course, your gloves, your hoo-ha field towel, antimicrobial wipes, and hand gel sanitizer. So this gets you prepared to be able to help treat someone, again, without getting you infected and without getting them infected. Now down here in the end, and it's a whole pouch that comes across. This is something you don't see typically, is an emergency dental kit. Guys, there is nothing worse than having a serious problem with your teeth, and this takes care of a lot of different things. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and just open this up because I want to get the contents. We have ibuprofen, acetaminophen, tea bag, dental wax, emery board. Then you have gauze, cotton rolls, cotton swabs, buffered saline. So there's some things here that are going to be able to help treat. Plus, we have some nitrile gloves. We have a toothbrush, toothpaste, floss. And then here we have oil of cloves and a spatula, curved tweezers, cotton pellets, Dentemp OS. So you've got a number of different things here to be able to help. And to be able to find the problem, right here we've got a little small mirror. What's really cool, there's some useful tips here about how to treat certain things that are going on. And then again, more about the dental pack. Here's the emergency care module, CPR mask, nitrile gloves, aspirin, Bluetooth tabs, Benadryl, and Pepsid. Also, a very important element is your eye wash module. Eye cup and eye wash, there are two different sections of the eye wash. And last but not least, and this is a very important part of the kit, is you get a couple of your Grimlocks and some paracord. And I'm going to show you how this works to really make this kit even more user-friendly. Now, one of the best ways to utilize the kit is just to open it up. As you can see how long it is. I mean, it is it's 3.5 feet in total length. It's about 16 inches across and about 8 inches in diameter. Right here with the grommets, I can take those Grimlocks and I've attached paracord to them. And again, these grommets are solid. Any place I can get some kind of connection, This way, whatever I need is right here, and once I have it labeled, it makes it even easier to be able to find, especially if someone is not familiar with the pack, and you can tell them where to go to pick up these different things. Pull it right out, I can use it, I've got my little booklet, I can make sure I'm doing it right. And of course, with this small little piece of webbing, I can take this little LED lamp that is provided, this is in the admin pouch, click it on, then I have light. You don't have to fish around for a flashlight trying to figure out how to mount it. This is the perfect way to do it. And of course, I can just lay it out on the ground. This gets everything right here where I need to get to it. If I have someone that needs treatment, they can be right here. I can get right to it. Really easy just to roll this up. The straps with the little handle, and of course the Velcro makes this really nice. You can see that it's pretty long though. So if I want to make that shorter, again, I can just take it, bring it around, keeps it really compact. The hook and loop field really calls for a patch. That way anybody that finds this pack, they'll know that it's medical, where you may be the one incapacitated. The great thing is this can fit under a backpack. It's easily stowed in your vehicle. Really, even though these are straps to be able to wrap this up, you can actually put the straps on, use it on your back. So a lot of variation. The big thing about this kit is that it's comprehensive. There's a lot of ways to utilize it, whether carrying methods, how to unroll it, attach it again to something and be able to hang it down, lay it on the ground, put it on a table. I mean, but the organizational way this thing is laid out is just exceptional. Guys, I'll tell you, there's a lot of different kits out there, but to me, this is the best on the market. The way it's set up, it just makes it very user-friendly, and in an emergency situation, that is critical. Time is everything. So guys, invest in your medical. That is something that is super important. It's not the most sexiest part of prepping, but it's something that you definitely need to make a priority in having. In the rule of threes, there's a very important list of things to have. But medical flows in and out of that list. You could need medical at any time. The price on the bag is $410, which to some is very steep. But when you think about the difference between life and death, especially if it's your own child that needs treatment or someone you love, you can't put a price on that. So guys, instead of going out and buying a budget firearm, I would definitely put this as a priority. And also, AMP-3 is offering a 15% discount using Sootch 15 when you check out. David and Beth are good friends of mine, and they have really put together some great medical supplies. I'll have the link to the website down below in the description. It's just amp3.net. You can also get replacement modules and replacement things to go in here whenever you do need to use some of the things out of your kit. And guys, I want to thank David and Beth for sending the outfitter for this test and evaluation. The original kit that they sent was because we had a break-in and they stole our medical bag. And we had been stocking that for a long time. And once they heard about it, they sent the first one. And guys, I'll tell you, it was a real blessing. And having something like this will give you a lot of peace of mind. So guys, if you're really serious about prepping and survival, check out Survival Dispatch Insider. It is one of the best resources on the web, and I upload one video a week that's exclusive to Survival Dispatch Insider that you're not going to see here on Sensible Prepper. So check it out. Be strong, be of good courage. God bless America. Long live the Republic. Inside on what you're looking. Next, we have the aspirin glue tick close. Okay. And again, these, if it's a broken bone, grab out my good gosh. If it's a broken bone, I can pull out my slam splints. I can pull out my slam splints. Pull out whatever you need.